Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Yankees. Miami attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. James Paxton will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Standing in is leadoff man Martin Prado as we're just about set to get this one underway. Now the pitch. This one's down to third. Andujar's got it. Throw on to first, and Prado's retired to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. Over the last 10 games, he's only hit 1 home run, and as a guy that hits in the middle order, they're expecting a lot more from him than just 1 bomb. The power just hasn't been there over this stretch.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Miguel Rojas. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch coming, here it is. A ball and no strikes. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Ready now, JT Realmuto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Dan Straley, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Now a bunt attempt here. Prado is there, but the throw's a good one as they get Gardner trying to beat one out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Here's big Aaron Judge. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Straley has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself.
Matt, every team is looking for a guy like this. In a day and age where we're going to the bullpens more early and more often, you need at least 1 or 2 guys into the rotation that have the chance to get you into the 7th or 8th inning, and he's definitely one of those guys. Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in his zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting fifth.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0. Bends into the zone for a strike. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 2-1 home. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Climbs the wall, and he made the catch. What a play to bring it down back from the deepest part of the yard. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Derek Dietrich, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
First pitch on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Popped him up. Sanchez has a play. 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the designated hitter.
Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is a curveball taken low for a ball. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 3-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Gary Sanchez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Up with it now is Prado. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Digging in now, Greg Bird, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Bird, originally from the Centennial State of Colorado. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Prado is there, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Just a tick behind for a strike. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. Third has it. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 8, left fielder, number 44.
Stepping up now, number 44, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Now to the plate, number 52. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a ground ball to third. Andujar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the Yankees 3 and the Marlins nothing. Here's Brett Gardner now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Brett Gardner.
First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Boy, this has the makings of being a rough day at the office, D-Row. A hit already here in the third inning, and he's already allowed a few runs. He's right back in trouble again.
Yeah, heavy traffic alert, Dan, no doubt about it. That's what you want to do. You want to put the pitcher on the defensive, and early going, the first 2 innings, they were able to do that. Nothing has changed here to start the third.
Here comes the first pitch. Runners off for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Judge is exactly a 1-for-3 hitter. That means a .333 batting average.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. All rise, Aaron Judge, a 2-run shot. 6th home run on the season for him, and that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
In now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Racing back the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Carlos Stanton.
Next will be the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball that just misses inside. One out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground, And that's through for a hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Gregorius is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Andujar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Stanton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And there's ball 2 now.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Now the 2-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Well, that stolen base a minute ago just became that much more important.
Yeah, man, if the runner's on first, this hit may or may not bring him home, but he was on second, so he cruises across the plate for the run. It's all about finding ways to manufacture runs, and they did just that there.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Brinson. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A 2-run home run off the bat of Gary Sanchez. Second home run early in the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Adam Conley is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Lined hard to center field. Brinson's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Yankees 8 and the Marlins nothing. Martin Prado now back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the 2-0 home. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Hicks is after it. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Now in the box, Miguel Rojas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike. And a breaking ball is bounced out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, James Paxton.
Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First offering on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Andujar is over near the railing as he makes the catch to retire the side. Miami down in order. Still 8-0. Next for New York, Tyler Wade. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
That's popped up. In comes the left fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field.
On the run is Brinson.
He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Ready once again, Aaron Judge. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And he'll dive back in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Wade leads off first with one away. And he'll snap one over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. There goes the runner. Pitch outside, the throw. The tag by Castro, and he's out at second base.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
And this one misses for ball 4, and the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. 8 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Giancarlo Stanton now lays off 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Looped over toward first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Derek Dietrich. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Starlin Castro. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. There's a strike. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. So digging in now, Brian Anderson will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. And that misses 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
first offering on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch called for a strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 1-2. Hard liner to center field. Brinson is right there, one down. There's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Here's Miguel Andujar now, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. And a ball 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hits this one hard the other way. And it's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Andujar over at second. Sanchez at first, 1 gone. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
No balls and 1 strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And a pickoff throw to third. And he'll get back in safely. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. One run is scored.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In now, Brett Gardner, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll dive back in safely. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Castro has it. One there. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Into the box, Aaron Judge. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now a snap move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. First pitch on its way. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. Throw goes over to third, and he will make it back to third safely as he didn't have much of a chance at advancing that time. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Brinson is retired, and there's one away.
The batter, number
So
44.
coming to the plate, number 44. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2. The 1-2. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate.
I'm shocked he was even able to foul that one away. Now he's got to set his sights back over the heart of the plate and maybe be ready for something inside.
The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Gardner. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, number 52.
Ready for another chance. Number 52. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Hicks. And that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Javi Guerra gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Aaron Hicks will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Aaron Hicks.
First offering on its way. There's a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Flipped out the other way toward short. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Ready with the 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch is a sharp slider taken low for a ball. Hicks on at first, nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Hicks running from first. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw, short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Might have been trying to avoid the double play ball by putting the runner in motion, but that ended up just causing a different kind of double play, the strike him out, throw him out kind. Not how the offense drew that one up.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Outside, 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Back here in the Bronx, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Martin Prado. He's bounced out and flown out in his first two plate appearances.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Gets the outside corner, strike three.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Strike two called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Wind up and the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a curveball in the dirt.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he fouls this one off. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Miami down in order, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight at 93, ball 1. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Andujar gets his lead at first, nobody out. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
Well, you come right out the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Popped him up. Realmuto is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Tyler Wade.
Now at the plate, Tyler Wade singled home a run in his last time up. He's set and the pitch. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Swinging a soft liner, base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 1-0. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
In for strike 2. When in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, and the runner back. One and two, here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Played on the backhand. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And that's right there, and we're even at one. Wade, the runner at third. Gardner on second. Hicks on at first with two down. Now a throw over. Lays off 2-2 now.
Wow, the first 6 innings, this guy was sharp. 7th inning hasn't been the case so far. He needs to refocus again.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
Fouled off. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. 1 run scores, and the second run will score as well.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember, but without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Four runs here in this half inning. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Started to go around, but it's a called 3rd strike anyway, and that will retire the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 14-0. Into the box now, Derek Dietrich. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Pitch on the way. And he misses with it, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The 2-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Scooped up, throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. Now here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. One out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Line towards center field. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Runners on first with 1 down. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just one hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Up next for Miami, Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit at third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll leave after a strong 7 2/3 here as he'll hope the bullpen can get the final 4 outs to secure his victory. Domingo Acevedo is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. In now, number 44, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And this one's inside and high, 1-2 now.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
From the belt, the pitch. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses, 2-2. This is flared out towards second. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Jose Arena comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Andujar. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Popped him up. Dietrich in foul ground. 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Very high, 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Into the box now, Greg Bird. As he'll take a look at ball 1. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Drilled right back up the middle. Rojas is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Great shot there of the Manhattan skyline and the famous Brooklyn Bridge. Set to go here in the 8th in the Bronx. Ready now for the Marlins, number 52, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Troy Tulowitzki is into the ballgame as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 12, Troy Tulowitzki.
First delivery to him on the way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. 1 out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Martin Prado now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And this is taken outside for ball one. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Wade ranging into shallow right, and that's in there. Base hit.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. One out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Standing in now, Miguel Rojas, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And that gets him on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on its drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Stepping in and ready for another shot, JT Realmuto, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Push softly over toward the right side, and he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-1, the final tally here. New York posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. James Paxton notches his 3rd win of the year as he allows only 2 hits through 7+ innings of work. Dan Straley is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher is James Paxton. His record is now 3-0. The roster is to Dan Straley. He falls to 0-3. Time of the ball game, 4 hours, 17 minutes. Our favorite attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.